Do you wish to make your life count and hope to make an impact long after you're gone? Do you wish to live a life of service to society, to country, and to dear Mother Earth? Then you are the one we are looking for. Consider the Society of Jesus. Join the Church's gallant army and turn your world upside down. Call after you're gone. Vocations promotion. Do you wish to live a life of service to society, to country, and to dear Mother Earth? Once again, then you are the one we are looking for. Consider the Society of Jesus. Join the Church's gallant army and turn your world upside down. Call after you're gone. Vocations promotion. Do you wish to live a life of
Simbahang Lingkod ng Bayan, ang social-political apostolate ng Kapisanan ni Jesus. Ito ang Kwentuhang Bayan mula alas 11 ng umaga tuwing Biyernes dito lang sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Dahil naniniwala kami na posible ang isang mas mabuting lipunan at maaari itong simulan sa isang kwentuhan. Meron? Ano nga ba ang meron? Paano nga bang mabuhay ng tapat sa meron? Don't you wish you can relive your philo classes? The terror teachers? The terrible oral exams? Or the even terrifying but liberating and life-changing aha moments? Lundagin mo, Beybeh! Here's your chance! Lundagin mo, Beybeh! Kasama ang mga pilosopong sina Jovi Miroy at Ron Capinding. Lundagin mo, Beybeh! Leaping upward, leaping forward. Lundagin mo, Beybeh! Leaping to greater heights, to greater wisdom, to greater magis. Lundag na, Ateneo! Radyo Katipunan is now online. See our live feed on facebook.com/Radyo Katipunan. Check out our Instagram and our Twitter at Radyo Katipunan and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Radyo Katipunan FM for more exclusive content. Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Patuloy pa rin ang laban natin sa COVID-19. And together, we can beat the solusyon.
B. Bawal walang mask.
I. Isanitize sa mga kamay. Iwas hawak sa mga bagay.
D. Dumistansya ng 1 metro.
A. Alamin ang totoong impormasyon tungkol sa COVID-19.
Protektahan natin ang sarili at mga mahal sa buhay.
Beybeh!
Beat the solusyon sa COVID-19!
Radyo Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle.
Baka naman pwede.
Baka naman pwede?
Baka naman pwede. Mga isyung napapanahon, ating pag-usapan.
Baka naman pwede.
Gamit ang mga pananaw mula sa iba't ibang kalinangan.
Baka naman pwede.
Mula sa Institute of Philippine Culture, kami inyong samahan, tayo'y maghuntahan. Dito lang sa Baka Naman Pwede. Tuwing Huwebes, alas 3 ng hapon, dito lang sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Feeling blue? Ever thought of looking into the bright side of things? Let us help you out. Join our light, engaging, and inspiring conversations with our Chaplains on Air. Hosted by Father Junji Bargayo and Father Henry Ponce of the Society of Jesus. Chaplains on Air. The chaplains are now in. Here on Chaplains on Air. Thursdays at 6 p.m. only on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Want to find out more about the famed org community of the Ateneo? Yeah! Wondering what projects and initiatives our student organizations are currently up to? Curious to hear the perspectives and motivations of the different people that make up the org community? Tara na't magkwentuhan! Kwentuhang MVP takes you to the vibrant and passionate organization community of the Ateneo de Manila. Tune in every Friday as we catch up with our student leaders and our organizations and find out how they're continually pushing forth with their advocacies. Kwentuhang MVP, taking the MVP to you.
Hello mga katipuneros. This is Father Ro Atilano SJ. Listen to our serving of stories that will inspire you and keep you going. Kaya tara na! At lasapin ang masarap na timpla ng buhay. Welcome po kayo sa The Parable Cafe every Tuesdays at 3:30 p.m. only here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9.
Bahala sa iyo, kaibigan ko.
Getting reliable health information about the COVID-19 outbreak can be a lifesaver. Yet, disinformation and rumors can spread just as fast as the virus itself. Now that many of us are spending much more time online, let's think critically about the information we are receiving and sharing, especially on the coronavirus. During the COVID-19 outbreak, only trust official information sources and credible media outlets. Do not share unverified information. This is a message from UNESCO.
Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, radyo, katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay at tenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng kwela. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, katipunero sugod, todo sa kayod, dunong at tulog. Lipat na Blue Eagle, galing giting nagigil. Blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, katipunan.
Radyo Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle.
Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, 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 katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay at tenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng kwela. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, radyo, katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, katipunero sugod, todo sa kayod, tunong at tulong. Lipat na Blue Eagle, galing giting at tigil. Blue and
Ano nga ba ang meron? Paano nga bang mabuhay ng tapat sa meron? Don't you wish you can relive your philo classes? The terror teachers? The terrible oral exams? Or the even terrifying but liberating and life-changing aha moments? Lundagin mo, Beybeh! Here's your chance! Lundagin mo, Beybeh! Kasama ang mga pilosopong sina Jovi Miroy at Ron Capinding. Lundagin mo, Beybeh! Leaping upward, leaping forward. Lundagin mo, Beybeh! Leaping to greater heights, to greater wisdom, to greater magis. Lundag na, Ateneo!
Number 6. So ilang Lundagin Mo, Beybeh ba meron tayo ngayon? So we'll have something on December 30th and December 20th din ba?
Yun nga itatanong ko sana kay Justin kaso wala siya. Ang ating studio, di ba? So kung meron sa December 20, so we'll have 2 more shows before we have a break, the Yuletide break. But meanwhile, so I'm so happy to be here. December na, Sir Jovi.
Oo.
Okay.
Ngayon ay, sandali.
Ano?
Ngayon ay St. Nicholas Day. So, aanoin ko lang, may tsokolate ako. So, ngayon ay, kilala mo si St. Nicholas?
Yes, pero hindi ko alam ang St. Nicholas Day. Ba't kailangan may tsokolate? So, paliwanag mo nga, sir, bakit may tsokolate?
Kasi sa Europe, pag St. Nicholas Day, nagbibigayan ng tsokolate. And it always gave me a lot of joy. So, nagbibigay
Why?
ng tsokolate. Ngayon,
Why? You like chocolates?
Well, bigla mo na lang kasi makikita sa harap ng pintuan mo may tsokolate. So, nakakatuwa.
Oh. So meron pala silang gano'n, no?
Bibigyan kita ng tsokolate.
Pero ako hindi ko alam yan eh. Siguro sa mga sanay lumandas sa mga lansangan ng Europe, ikaw yun, sir. Eh. So hindi ko naman alam yung St. Nicholas Day. Okay.
Nicholas Day. Si Santa Claus, kung saan galing yung Santa Claus? Si St. Nicholas.
Oo nga, narinig ko yan dati. Pero totoo ba? Doon nga ba galing yun?
Oo, totoo yun.
Kasi usually about St. Nicholas galing sa Finland. Ano ba?
Hindi, si St. Nicholas ay galing sa Gresya.
Exactly. So yung kwento ni Santa Claus, di ba? Galing siya sa...
Ginawa na lang ng mga Amerikano na...
Exactly. Kaya nga di ko alam kung is the same, St. Nicholas and Santa Claus.
Doon siya galing. They're not the same. Kasi si St. Nicholas, totoong tao. Si St. Nicholas is a Greek. May pagka-philosopher din si St. Nicholas. At kailangan makilala mo siya, Sir Ron.
Dahil?
Kasi siya ay patron ng mga negosyante.
Ganun ba? Okay. Alam ko kasi lahat ng mga characters na Christmas were derived from Jesus. The kindness, the generosity, the love, the peace, everything, di ba? So, kaya parang medyo nahiwala yung Santa Claus para sa akin.
Ginawa siya ng mga Amerikano na ganun siya. Santa Claus.
So, kumusta sir? How is your December so far?
Masaya naman. Masaya. Hindi daw ako marinig. Ano pang gagawin ko para makarinig ako?
Narinig.
Narinig ba ako?
Pero naka-earphones ako. Pero yun ba yun? Nakakatawa tayo. Pinag-usapan natin lahat nitong technical during our show talaga. Magandang hapon po sa lahat na nakikinig sa amin. Kami po ay natutuwa na sinamahan nyo kami uli. Meron kaming kakaibang palabas ngayon. Kakaiba dahil lahat naman kakaiba. No? Pag-uusapan namin ngayon, ang naka-slate sa amin ay si...
Tatawagan ko, ha?
Meron kami panauhin ngayon na galing pa sa abroad o dito sa Pilipinas, Sir Jovi?
Sa Maynila din yata siya.
Sa Maynila naman. Yun po. Kami ngayon ay balak naming pag-usapan dahil sa udyok na rin ng ilang mga kaibigan namin. Sino ba Sir Jovi?
Si
pag-usapan.
Si Father Nono.
Si Father Nono, why don't you discuss something about Stephen Sondheim?
Kausapin ko siya, sir.
Sige, please. Stephen Sondheim. Kaya yun po aming naisip na gawin ngayong hapong ito. No? Na pag-usapan si Stephen Sondheim. Ang pamagat po ng aming palabas ngayon ay In the Company of Stephen Sondheim. Okay? And as yun ang gusto namin intindihin, sino si Stephen Sondheim at ano ang halaga niya sa buhay natin ngayon. At siyempre, kami dalawa ni Sir Jovi, hindi naman kami mga resource persons tungkol kay Stephen Sondheim. Narinig lang namin siya at kilala namin siya. Kaya meron kami imbitado ngayon na rekomendado ng aming mahal na kaibigang si Bueno. So sabi niya, maybe you can guess this person and I think he can help you a lot in your discussion. So ngayon po, meron kaming kaibigan na makakasama sa aming palabas na kasalukuyang nahihirapan pumasok sa aming meeting, no? Sa aming conference. So,
sa ano na din. Susubukan pa din niya. Paano kaya yun, with Messenger and Zoom? Maka-join kaya. Ready na siya eh.
Ready na siya. Siya po walang iba kundi si Ginoong Rico Villavert. Okay? So, ayan. I can see him. Rico.
Yes.
Is that him? That's him. Sige. So, we just introduced you, Rico. Hi, Rico. I'm Ron. Okay. Can you hear us? I think he's just still trying to settle down.
Hi, Rico.
Okay. Sige. Medyo laggy ang kanyang appearance ngayon. Ang kanyang video. Yeah, I think he's still not hearing us.
All right. That was...
Yeah. Kasi sa Zoom kasi.
Kanina. Oh. Ayan na. Siya yan, no? Si RK879FM.
Siya yan.
So, Rico,
okay.
Are you there? Can you hear us?
You're still muted right now, Rico, just in case you didn't notice. Hi, yeah.
Do you hear me?
So,
there he is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
Okay, do you see me now?
We can see you now, and the sound is better now. Kanina, it's like you're like Ariel talking inside the water.
Okay.
right now it's better. Yeah. So I just introduced.
Okay. So good morning.
Nasaan ka ba, Rico? Nasaan ka? Where are you based?
No, I'm based now in Berlin, Germany, which I've been living for a long time since I left. Since I joined.
That's why
when I left the country to join the Miss Saigon, but.
Such an honor.
Kaya pala. Such an honor. Kaya pala si Celeste. Kasi Celeste is also in Germany. Miss Saigon, Germany. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's correct. So, but we're not supposed to talk about Miss Saigon. We're talking about Sondheim, right?
Yes.
Correct.
So, good afternoon. It's afternoon right now. It's 5.
Good morning. Yeah, it's 5 over there and it's 10 a.m. here.
Yes.
Right. Yes. So I'm veteran musical artist. Are you currently in a production right now? Are you part of a production?
No, right now I'm working for a cruise ship, but because of the pandemic, the working conditions are not very well, so we just have to stop, and we're just waiting for the new developments of the cruise ship, so I can go back working with them. So right now, I'm just here in Berlin, doing some personal singing.
Oh, well, how does personal singing work?
No, what I do right now, since the pandemic has caused a lot in the entertainment business, because most of the shows here, they stop because of the protocols that we have to follow in terms of watching musicals or performing anywhere. So what I do right now is I'm just recording for myself, doing some singing. I sing also for the church right now. So that's what I'm doing lately.
Yeah.
Wow.
But every now and then, I try to look for auditions and see what happens. But I'm basically now working also in the costume department of the cruise ship.
I've done something similar in the past months. I was recording monologues, no, not songs, no.
Okay.
Monologues. I still remember the text of. So and yeah, I understand. Sometimes I needed to do that for myself to keep my sanity. And if somehow I could help some people be inspired or see something new.
That's true. That's very nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And,
do you miss being in the Philippines? How long have you been away, Rico?
Oh, I left the Philippines when Celeste and I, when we left the country, it was 1994. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, 1990.
Wow.
1994. That's
1994.
Yes.
Yes, I remember soon after we finished Oedipus Rex, and where she was Yocasta, and she was talking already about auditioning and being accepted, and that was June 1994. So he left. Yeah, she left after that. Yeah. So
that's
28 years.
Yes.
28 years.
Disconnect siya, Sir Ron.
Yan, nahihirapan siya. Although, nasa Berlin nga naman yung kausap natin. Tinan niyo po yan, mga kaibigan. Yan ang magic ng pandemic. Ang aming radyo-katipunan at Lundagin Mo, Beybeh, ay mga may bisita na mula sa Berlin. At ibang time zone at ibang bansa, ibang kontinente. So yun po, yun nga lang nahihirapan ngayon. No? Sana narinig niyo siya. But I'm so excited to ask my questions. And akala ko, I also have not met him before the show. And I thought he would be intimidating. He is, but at the same time, he's also he seems.
Sa Miss Saigon.
Ano no? Nag-audition ka rin ba sa Miss Saigon nun?
Yun sa
naalala ko yun eh.
Sa West.
Kainitan nun ng Miss Saigon, tapos nung bigla, magkakaroon din ng German production. Di ba? Na Miss Saigon. At doon pumunta lahat. May iba pa akong kaibigan doon, kahit si mayroon pa akong kaibigan nag-audition kasama si Celeste Bueno, pero may iba pa akong ibang kilala. Ayoko lang. Hindi ka natagka. Parami nag-audition nun. At alam ko kahit sina Lisa Romero yata, kahit sina Luz, mga kaibigan ko sila noon. Iba-ibang background nila.
Artist ako, Sir Ron.
Ano nun?
Frustrated musical artist. Kaya naging na lang ako, librettist. Sumulat na lang ako.
Why does anyone become frustrated? Does it only take his own person to realize things?
I don't think so.
I think so.
No.
I think so.
Si Sir Ron talaga, philosopher. Nagsisegue lang ako sa ating topic.
Hindi. Sir Jovi. Bagong-bago rin yan. Pero bago rin yan, no? Lalo na ngayon na people have their own platforms. So parang... pero...
Kaya yung topic natin ngayon ay...
Yeah. Ako naman, wala pa si Rico, no?
Wala pa nangyari sa kanya.
Yung musical, ang isang area na hindi ko masyadong... hindi ko rin masyadong inalam. Marami ako alam na modern, na classics. I even write new plays. Pero yung musical, as an actor, nahihirapan ako. I can direct a musical. I can, but me, I have acted in a musical.
Nag-direct ka na.
Szechuan. mabuting tao na si Chuan.
Tumawag siya sa akin. Dali.
Okay. Yeah, tumatawag sa atin. Yeah, just go ahead.
Oh, what? Why don't you connect again? Why don't you connect again? Ano, ganito na lang.
It's just like
Ganyan na lang?
I don't know. I was always told that, okay, you're standby waiting for the meeting to continue.
I-connect nyo daw si Rico. Papasukin nyo si Rico.
Okay, so...
Ganyan muna.
Yes. So, naka-standby daw si Rico. Yan na.
Yan. Alright.
Hello, Rico. You're back. So you were saying, instead of introducing you, we're really asking all the details now, no? As you were saying, you left around 1994. I think it's the latter part of that year because mid-1994 was I still with Celeste doing a play, no? And she was already talking about Miss Saigon in Germany. So that's 1994. So you've been there 28 years or 27 years?
Yeah.
I don't know if Rico heard me.
Mukhang okay. Mukhang okay, ganito na lang tayo.
Baka mas mabuti nga yan, no?
Narinig mo kami, Rico? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Ganito na lang.
But kanina I saw the screen, buong siya eh. I want to see him more, no?
Can you see him, Ron? You can also join.
They're suggesting you might have opened more apps.
Open. Maybe
yeah, maybe you can close some apps to allow.
You can talk to him also on the Messenger, Sir Ron. If you want to join on Messenger.
Yes, I can do that. But I also wanna see him. I want our audiences to see him. Sana Zoom lang daw.
Ayan na.
Yeah. Okay.
1994, no? Can you imagine?
1994. Yeah.
Ano yun?
So that's 28 years ago. I was 21 years old in 1994. Ayan. Hello, Rico.
It's gonna
Can you
work
hear us? Usually kasi nakikita muna natin siya bago siya maka-imic. Okay? So connecting to audio. Yan na. Alright. And
nag-iisip ako ng mga German terms. Actually, hindi ako marunong mag-German.
Well, alam ko lang, Ubermensch.
Ubermensch. Ayan na siya. Hi, Rico.
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Parang connecting to...
Still connecting to audio.
Mahalaga pa naman ang audio.
Especially in a musical.
Ayan, connect. Ayan,
Naka-mute.
Naka-mute po kayo, Sir Rico.
Yeah, there.
Okay na.
We can hear you now.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay, I can hear you, Ron. Sorry about that.
No problem. We understand. That's a part of this whole new thing, no? So it's organic and it's unpredictable and it requires a lot of improvisation. It requires a lot of improvisation.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
So you've been there for around 28 years, or you've been going back to the Philippines periodically?
No. I before the pandemic, of course, I go back every now and then. Whenever I have the time, like in between contracts, then I go home to see my family. But my family is also, half of my family is in Manila and half of my family is in Sydney, Australia. So sometimes I go to the Philippines and then I go to Australia to visit them. So yeah, 27 years. It's been that long.
Yeah.
Ang tagal na.
What about, I hope you don't mind, but you don't need to reveal it now. But you look very young, younger than me. But are you younger than me, or are you as young as Celeste? As Celeste.
No. I think when we arrived, I think I was the oldest in our batch, the Filipino batch that we went to Stuttgart, Germany. I think I was the oldest. Right now, I'm 61.
My gosh, you look so.
Yes.
You're a miracle.
Yes.
So many people have told me that in another aspect of my life, but we just have to continue what we're doing to make things easier for myself also. Like, because my passion in life is to sing, so I just want to continue singing the way I used to even up to this time. So ganun lang yun. We just have to take care of each other and just make sure that God is always with us whatever we do in our lives.
Right. Thank you.
I'm a high school teacher, and they say that teaching the high school or grade school or preschool is a fountain of youth. It makes you, keeps you young.
Of course.
So I can see now. I think it's singing.
It is singing. It is singing because if you are in the company of young people, of course you feel the same way. So that makes you young every now and then.
We ask you to be our guest because Stephen Sondheim recently passed away, no?
Yes.
Also, siyempre, itong Miss Saigon was written by, oh my gosh,
Leland Schoenberg.
Claude Michel. And of course, yes.
Pero you like Stephen Sondheim? You also know his works?
No, when I left, because I was doing musicals also in the Philippines. I was with CCP and I was with Repertory. So, I became very fond of watching musicals. So some of my favorite musicals were, of course, Sound of Music, West Side Story, King and I, Les Mis, Miss Saigon. So I told myself, like, one of these days I will be making these musicals. So when I got accepted sa Miss Saigon, I said, like, okay, so one musical check. And then after the Miss Saigon closed, I auditioned for King and I, which I got in also. And then after doing King and I in Austria, I came back to Germany. And then West Side Story was having an audition. So I said, like, okay, this is my chance to do this very beautiful musical, because I always listen to the music of Sondheim, how intricate the songs are being written and composed. So I said, like, I want to do this West Side Story. So I went in and just auditioned, and I was just auditioning for a very small part, but I ended up doing one of the major part of the show, which is Riff.
I see, yeah, Riff.
And then I love the song because it touches my heart. Whenever you do a musical, you make sure that you are enjoying what you're doing in the show, especially if you are being touched by the music. And it's an added score for you to better your performance as an artist in that particular musical. So I was able to do it, and I'm very happy. And it just so happened it's a lyric made by Sondheim, and that's it.
Yeah.
And the message of the story, Okay, Ron, go ahead.
Why is Stephen Sondheim's lyrics moving?
Basically, the story of West Side Story is it's a story of two gangs, like the Jets and the Sharks, are fighting for this turf, and it's just so happened that like one of each on their side fell in love, and which is so impossible to make them. That's Maria and Tony.
Yeah, but it's inspired by Romeo and Juliet. But my question, my question, Rico, is more of course, particularly when it's Stephen Sondheim, what is the quality? You say it's very moving when it's a Sondheim song. No, what about his songs, especially the ones in West Side Story, using those songs as example? What sets it apart as a song?
If you listen to all the musicals that Sondheim did, you can really tell the difference when they sing the song. It's always not a major note; it's in between. So it's sometimes it's very hard to sing it, and you can tell right away when a musical is composed and written by Sondheim. It has a different tone, which is very attractive to some of the musical artists. That's why they love to do a Sondheim. And a complete example is like when you listen to the songs of Into the Woods, it's always like, it's not a major note. It's always like somewhere in between. And it's very hard to sing it for singers who do the musicals. And that's why you can tell right away it's a Sondheim, and it's very attractive to a lot of musical singers and artists. Because it's very hard to sing, and then it's very nice.
Sondheim is very philosophical, and that's also one reason why I said, maybe we will talk about Stephen Sondheim. It's one of the most philosophical. In fact, the only philosophical. No, he's a very philosophical. Medyo malalim, no?
Yes. Especially when he writes the lyrics, it tumatagos talaga sa puso. Sometimes just like when you hear the songs like Somewhere in West Side Story, and every time you hear the songs, it's like it's so real, it's so alive, and it's for a Filipino singer, you feel it right away. You know how it feels when you are in that scene singing that song, because it's very convincing. And then I think it's very important for singers to really feel what they're singing and to give their own interpretation of the
How
songs.
long did you do the the show, West Side Story? How long did it last?
The show, I did it for 7 months in the city of Dortmund, which is an industrial city in Germany. But normally it's not really the big musical, because it was done in an opera house. And the singers they cast were basically very individual singers that come from different parts of Germany and outside of Germany also.
What was it in German or in
what they did, it's so I knew when I auditioned it's gonna be in German, but apparently what they did was all the songs were done in English, but the dialogue were all in German. So it was a bit confusing. It's more challenging because you have to act in German, all the dialogues, and then all of a sudden you blast into a song in English. But I think it was okay.
Hindi ba awkward yun?
Hindi naman. Well, kasi I myself, before I went to the show, I know the show very well, because I know who were the characters and I know how the show will go. So what I'm thinking is like, this scene is going to be like this. Of course, sometimes... Yeah, sometimes, and then you do it in German, the joke doesn't come across as if in English. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because at saka iconic na rin yung song eh. So, kapag yun ang pinalitan mo, are you still watching the actual show? Parang baka may ganun. So, at least the staples for which it is known for, nandoon. But everything else is more relatable kasi German.
Yeah, actually, after doing the show, I tried to watch other musicals of West Side Story, which is everything in German. So I said like, oh, that's how they sing it in German. So I think, of course, English is more appropriate for me, because I tend to incorporate myself into the English language more when it comes to singing the song. So I said like, wow, it's so different.
Yeah.
And of course, if you know the movie also, and you memorize everything, every scene, you know what's going to happen, and then they do it in German. It's like, okay, that didn't come across very well as in the German language, but you know, it's their own interpretation. But it's nice. I like. Still, the music is always you can't go wrong with the music. You know, Maria of the songs of Anita and Maria, Boy Like That, and the Jet song, and then Something's Coming by Tony, and of course Somewhere, and everything. It's
kind of amazing. How can you translate? How can you translate the song to another language, especially German? Ang haba ng words in German minsan. Complicated the consonants, and then still fit it within that melody, and you know, medyo si Onofre Pagsangan. Translates actually, English plays and changes the songs talaga. Pero pag in Filipino, but ito hindi eh, di ba? Yeah. Yes, please.
That's actually when we came, when Celeste and I came to Germany, and then of course I know the songs of Miss Saigon in English, and then we started rehearsing it in German. I said like, oh, okay. It really sounds different, and it's harder because of the phonetics of the language. It's very hard to sing the song. And sometimes it changes your vocal preparation because sometimes your vocal cords are not used to the German language or the German phrase. It turns out na naiiba siya.
Yeah, and I noticed that your audio becomes better when your cam is off. So yeah.
Now my cam is off.
Yes, but your audio has become much clearer. Yeah. But I don't know what I need more,
okay.
Your voice or or your facial expression.
But I don't know now because now it went to the Zoom. Go ahead.
Yeah, but it's okay. The one that your audio when your cam was on was still okay, but it just became clear when your camera was turned off. Yeah.
What is your favorite Stephen Sondheim?
Okay. Maybe because...
Huh? I'm sorry? What's
favorite?
Yes. Your favorite.
There's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of songs that I like, you know. I don't have any particular songs. Just like, if you ask me who's my best friend, all of my friends are my friends. I mean, I don't have a best friend. Or if you can ask me what's my favorite song, it's a song that touches my heart. So if of course, if you ask me the song that I sang in the show, of course, I would love. When I auditioned, I sang Something's Coming, and then in the show, I was singing the Jet song. So those two songs are in West Side Story.
Yes.
That's the one. But of course, in the show itself, my favorite song is when Maria and Tony met in the balcony, and when they were singing Tonight, and the prologue song before that song was very, very intimate. I think it was a complete love story by the time they opened their mouth. So it's just a love song, and then continued to the song Tonight.
Played Romeo.
Yes.
Yeah. When yes. Yes, I played it in 1993.
The year before us. Huh?
The year before us. And then 1994, the early part of 1994, I played Oedipus opposite Celeste Bueno, playing Casta.
Yeah. Celeste was telling me about it because we were in a coffee shop, and we were drinking a lot of coffee, and then she said like, I have to do the show, and then of too much coffee that we were drinking that day. She told me.
Yeah. The title of our show is Sino si Stephen Sondheim? The topic of our show is, of course, the title is In the Company of Stephen Sondheim. through Rico Villavert, no. But the topic which we can follow or digress from is sino si Stephen Sondheim at ano ang halaga niya sa buhay natin ngayon. So in general, what has Stephen Sondheim left us, and what will we miss now that he's not with us anymore? So
actually,
can you?
Okay. The only thing I can say about us in my own point of view, because I only done, I know most of his popular musicals that he has written, and the one I did was Side Story. I can only express myself, my opinion on that particular side. I think Sondheim contributed so much for the last 5.
Oh. Naputol siya uli.
Mukhang sinasapian tayo ng kaluluwa ni Stephen
Sondheim, no? If I answer that question, ikaw, ano pinaka-favorite mong song ni Stephen Sondheim?
Yung Send in the Clowns. Kasi
ako rin. Ako Somewhere. Somewhere. Talaga. Somewhere talaga. At saka Send in the Clowns. Hindi wala eh. Una ko narinig na version nga, hindi musical eh. Narinig ko, napanood ko yung documentary, ginagawa yun. Documentary ni sino ba yun? Sino yung arranger ng basta ako makanta ay si Barbra Streisand. Si David Foster. Si David Foster ina-arrange niya.
Foster.
And then sabi
ko, nag-discover kay Charis Pantenko.
Among other people, no. But then, yun nga, aganda. Na-appreciate ko because they were talking about Somewhere, and apparently turns out gustong kantahin yun ni Barbra Streisand na parang ethereal and otherworldly. Paano mo pero regardless of that, it's galing ng kantang yun. So every time I hear it, kahit hindi Barbra Streisand, medyo galingan ng kantang to. Parang yung singer, ang daming hinihingi sa singer, at ang daming hinihingi sa nakikinig. So parang gano'n.
Let's talk about that. May hinihingi sa nakikinig. And that's one of the things na si Stephen Sondheim, dahil medyo philosophical nga siya, parang binrake niya yung pagiging pure entertainment ng musicals.
Yeah. Pero warning lang sa ating sound engineer, baka kumakatok uli si and usually he's having a hard time entering kapag pinapahintay siya. So if he's trying to enter, just please watch out for him. So sige, so yun ang kaibahan, sabi mo, Sir Jovi, no?
May pagka-philosophical siya, inano niya yung hindi lang entertainment ang musicals. So
yeah, ako pinaka-bumilib ako sa kanya. Hindi naman kasi ako into musicals. Mamaya nga, kung may panahon tayo, tatanungin ko si Rico about it. Well, bakit, what is a good musical? Baga ganun sana ako. But at the same time,
ikaw ba nakikinig ka sa musical?
Nakikinig ako sa mga kanta. But nakikinig ako sa music, sa songs na ito. I don't wanna watch it.
Bakit?
Mamaya, papaliwanag ko, no? But yun na nga, yeah. So, ako talaga, nalaliman talaga ako sa kanya dahil sa Sweeney Todd, no? Doon, so iba talaga to. Medyo na ibang liga siya, yung mga kanta doon. Kompleto. Kompleto yung buong... Yeah. Hello, Rico. Okay. So, hi Rico, can you hear us? Di pa. Yeah, so you were just answering that question. Sabi mo, what has he left us and what will he be missed for? And you were saying you only from your point of view, because you only experienced him playing a role in West Side Story. But ako, I never played any role, but I think he's done something so significant in my life because of the songs Somewhere and Send in the Clowns. But yeah, please tell us what has he actually left? No, what do you call that? What's his legacy and what will be missed for?
I think he left when he died. You know, he left songs that is so important to a lot of people. It's just like you said, Sending the Clowns is a song that everybody knows. whenever somebody sings that song, it touches your heart, and it's just not like a song. It's because it means a lot to a lot of people, and for me, every time I hear, I'm biased. Every time I hear the music of West Side Story, and when Maria says to Tony, like, see, when they sing tonight, it's just like a song that gives you hope for the future. You know what I mean? And there are no songs that are being composed like that anymore. You know, it's just so touching that it touches your heart. For me, I mean, I'm missing a lot of songs that really conveys a lot of story and brings hope to people whenever they sing and listen or hear these songs. It's very rare now in the industry that you hear songs that being written and composed by artists like that. So I think that's the legacy that Sondheim left, because all of the musicals that he has done, you know, there are songs that you can pick from one musical that, okay, this song is so beautiful that you cannot even compare it to any other songs, because it's so beautiful that you cannot imagine anymore how other people can compose such songs like this.
I suppose it had a similar impact to Steven Spielberg. His first adaptation into a movie of a musical is West Side Story.
Yes, I watched his interview, and he was saying, like, you know, he's been watching West Side Story. He got his first album of West Side Story when he was 10 years old, and then when he was growing up and got married, he was recording his children doing lip syncing the songs from West Side Story, and he was very anxious to do it, and apparently his dream came true, and now he's directing it. And when Sondheim was visiting one of the shootings of the 2021 version of West Side Story, he said, like, this is the right director to do this interpretation, because this version now is based on the 1957 version of the Broadway show. It's not going to be based on the 1961 film. So it will be very interesting. I'm really excited to say it, actually, because, you know.
Oh, talaga? I've seen kasi the film. So it's not it's a theater version. It's the original theater version. Ang kanyang ina-adapt sa film,
okay.
hindi yung
Yes.
Kinuwento niya yung
What are you saying?
Our teacher watched the Broadway version. He would tell that story in our class.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So it's different from what I saw in the movie version no 1961. So iba pala.
It's gonna be different. It's different.
Yeah. I've watched that a lot. Sige, please.
That's why I'm excited to see it again. I mean, in the new version, the 2021 version, because it's gonna be this week. I think when they open in the States on December 10, they're gonna open it already. So we'll see. I'm really excited. I've seen the trailer, so
yes, the trailer is wonderful. Exciting. It's
wonderful. Yeah. I'm so excited already. So even before I saw the trailers, I was watching all the music. I was listening to the music again, and it's like amazing. You know, words cannot explain it. I'm so excited.
When you presented it in Germany, it was also set in New York, or did they set it in Germany?
Of course, every production is a different interpretation. You know, because basically you cannot use the choreography, because I think it's the copyright, unless you have permission from the original choreographer. So the opening scene was very hard to do because it's all running, you know, just like in the movie. And then the dance in the gym, you cannot use the choreography because, you know, copyright. But of course, the songs are still the same. The orchestrations are all the same.
So they adopted it for Germany.
Yeah. Yes. The sets is gonna be different also compared to the one in Broadway. So it also depends on how big the theater is. Sometimes we use a lot of big set when we did it in Dortmund, and it was just amazing. Ang hirap ng rehearsals. It was very hard to do the rehearsals because it's very sporty because you have to sing and dance and run and then do some acrobats and then yes, because it's amazing. Yeah. It's amazing. And then the scenes, the dialogue scenes, it's heavy sometimes because the story, because they were always fighting. And then at the end, it's just so fulfilling at the end of the show. And then you see the audience are very, very happy to see it. And of course, I know they came to see the show because of the music also.
Yeah. I only know West Side Story
amazing
by the 1961 movie. And it's amazing.
Okay.
And parang jazzy doon eh. But it's also very dynamic. Very, very layo ng takbo. Ang layo ng mga palda.
Pero there are songs in the film which are differently executed in the Broadway interpretation because in the film Anita and Bernardo sings America, but I think that's what's gonna happen in the film. It's only Anita's gonna sing America, and I saw it in the trailer, so it was only Anita, and we'll see
in America.
Yes.
Yes, again, Jovi.
You never wanted Rico to go make it to Broadway. Happy ka na sa Berlin scene, sa German scene.
Actually, it's gonna be hard to go to Broadway because of the what do you call it? When Leia said the equity, it's very hard because there is an exchange before you can go to equity. So what we do here in Germany, actually, we tried. Some of my friends also made it to West End. It's easier to go to West End than to go to Broadway because you need an equity card to perform in Broadway. So in West End, of course, that's West End. Parang Broadway na rin siya sa Europe. It's also hard because mahirap makast sa West End, sa London, kasi ang daming kalaban din.
Siguro,
and of course, it's great.
Yung West End na yan eh.
Oo, marami naman. Marami rin naman nakagawa ng West End show. It's when you have a credit of West End show, that's a big mark already on your resume, on your CV. Kasi pag nagkagawa ka ng West End show, then you are something. Parang ganon.
Si Sir Ron is part of an actors group. Baka Sir Ron wants to know some things that, how was life for artists during the pandemic sa Germany? May meron ba kayo natanggap na, like, is there an organization?
Yeah, but if I understand, in Europe or Germany particularly,
okay.
Ang artist, ang alam ko balita ng mga kaibigan kong nagtatrabaho rin doon, or those who 1994, not just Celeste, but a friend, Luz, who's an opera singer sa Philippines, sumali sa, baka nga nakilala mo eh. She's Luz Castro, German din. I don't know, but she eventually she sang. Pero doon din sa German version, ang sabi niya, what's amazing about that, parang mas nasa upper strata ang artist doon, Sir Jovi. Hindi sila parang dito na starving at parang doon. Once you get to a role, no? Do a role. Medyo mataas 'yon. Hindi parang so yung sinasabi mo na parang sa tulad ngayon paano natin tinutulungan yung mga actors during the pandemic. I'm sure they have their own version, but I don't think they are as impoverished as
Totoo ba 'yon?
No. Totoo yan. Kasi actually, when the pandemic came, some of the musical artists were also protected by a certain rule that they, if the contracts were, it depends. Actually, it's really a case to case basis. Like I had friends from like the government supported them kahit walang show.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So they were paid even if they were not doing the shows.
Yeah.
As long as the show was canceled because of the pandemic. So the government, the city will help them to recover and also make it, make everything last for them until the pandemic is over. So particularly in Hamburg, when the show Lion King closed, some of my friends, they were getting money also from the government, like 70% of what they supposed to get monthly.
Wow.
Because they were not, it wasn't their fault that the show closed, but they are under contract in this theater. So what they fought was the government to support them for a year, I think for a year to get
Sir
paid
Jovi,
7.
kumbaga mataas ang regard kumbaga sa artist doon.
Oo naman.
Yun, alam ko lang na Europe and Germany, lahat yan. So yun ang balita ko. Yeah.
Oo, okay naman. So hindi naman nahirapan yung mga artists during the pandemic kasi may mga sectors that was helping the actors. So basically the government also, if you're a resident, I mean they will help you in any way they can for you to survive the pandemic. Alam ko naman sa Pilipinas, di ba pag nawala ng trabaho yung mga artists, wala talaga. It's hard to, my heart goes to them because it's really hard to survive if you're a starting artist in the Philippines, especially in the theater. Because if there's no show, there's no pay.
Yeah.
Walang racket, wala. You don't get anything.
Yeah.
At all.
And there's a way for there's a way for film actors to be in the bubble and shoot. Pero yung theater talaga, wala. Estradong theater. Yeah.
Because like I have so many friends because I did also a lot of theater pieces in the Philippines. So we always talk, during that time, during the pandemic. So ano na nangyayari sa inyo? So sabi nila talagang wala daw, wala talaga, talagang wala. It's very hard to explain kasi you wouldn't, I wouldn't understand how the situation is because I'm not there. Pero sinasabi nga nila, if you don't get anything, then wala. Where do you get your money? How? That's why a lot of people ventured into a lot of things that will, pay for their monthly bills. So I understand. You know what I mean? Kaya ayun na lang my heart goes to them kasi talagang ganun. Lahat naman tayo dumaan sa pandemic.
Yeah. Yun ang sinasabi ni Jovi na I'm part of that group. So dahil nagsama-sama kami, we're thinking of that cluster pa because it's all actors, film, but yun nga, may theater actors. Kailangan mag-isip ng kailangan, paano kaya? Meanwhile, ano mo nang gagawin? No? How do we help each other? So kasi hindi naman kayang tulungan ng government lahat ng mga sectors na to. So kailangan may umisip.
Yeah, that's true.
It's about
kailangan may gumawa. Somebody has to do this.
Yeah. We're about to reach 6 p.m. I don't know if I'll ask you a question I've been meaning to ask anyone, but maybe it's I cannot ask.
Go ask.
I'm a stage actor and Jovi also. I have done 2 musicals. Na ako yung lead kasi hindi ako kumakanta and at least original yun. So kapag ngayon bukas, so dinatapos ko sa mga recitative and all. But basically, I love Stephen Sondheim's song before I realized that they were from him. Because I heard them from the radio and somebody singing it. The first time I heard kay Barbra Streisand ko nga una narinig yung Somewhere yata. So, but bottom line, I never really realized that he is a theater playwright, no? But ang tanong ko, can you help me? I'm having a hard time appreciating musicals. I know there are a lot of other actors na hindi aamin ito, pero nag-uusap kami minsan without any judgment or derogatory.
Pag nanonood ka ng musical, inaanto ka or you just don't watch?
Hindi. I get the representational kind of theater like a Brechtian theater or an opera. Yun lahat yun. But when something tries to be real and then it suddenly breaks into song, doon ako, di ba, Brechtian theater is really no excuse. I'm singing and I'm not acting now. Opera is really, yun talaga yung art form na yun. Opera or talagang hindi talaga, larger than life at kumakanta talaga sila throughout. At yun talaga yung musical is I think something relatively new, no, kumpara sa mga classics at sa mga opera. And di ko na so what does a musical try to achieve? Siguro yun ang gusto ko for the sake of all those na pwede na magtatanong. And I want to ask you because I don't want to ask my peers, baka awayan ako at isikaw. What does a musical try to achieve? And how can I appreciate it better? Parang ganon.
Okay, I have one question for you, Jovi. Are you a straight play actor, right?
You're on straight play.
Yeah, straight play. Yeah.
Okay, so straight play. You have a problem when watching a musical, and all of a sudden this actor,
bursts
right after a dialogue, bursts into a song that confuses you. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, even if I suspend my disbelief, but why was he trying to keep it real when he was speaking and then suddenly kakanta, parang ganon. So that's why I have no problem with the other forms, no, like opera, like Brechtian theater, even pop. Yeah. Sige, yun.
Okay. I will give you one particular example, huh? I think you, if I may suggest, watch the musical Passion. Have you seen it?
I haven't.
Also by Stephen Sondheim.
Okay, I said yes. It's a Stephen Sondheim. You watch it, and then it's a beautiful musical. It's a very simple musical which is staged in Italy about this very sick woman who fell in love with a young story. But this basically a dialogue. For me, it's a dialogue musical that nobody bursts into a song when it's like a dialogue, and then all of a sudden she's singing, but I don't feel the singing.
He actually
because it's that. When she sings and when everybody sings, it's like a dialogue when they were singing. It's like watching a straight play without even noticing that they were singing. Sometimes I also get distracted with music.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden,
don't get me wrong. I like
Jesus
Jesus Christ Superstar very much. I like Rocky Horror Picture Show because they are walang excuse yun. Wala silang. Doesn't confuse you. This is the form. Sometimes parang it's trying to build up. It's something that's bigla. Hindi naman siya Brechtian pero biglang kumanta na parang na may tears at so doon ako nahirapan. So I'll watch Passion and then you're telling me that
you watch Passion and because every time I watch Passion it's like I know it's a musical but at the end of this musical I felt like I was watching a straight play because it felt like because it was so true. You know, whatever they were telling or talking about, it continued to a song. But after the song, I thought, yes, he sang, but they both sang, but it was
there was
very natural. It's like a natural dialogue.
Ayan, you see at the end, talagang it's a tribute to Stephen.
So I think I was not.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. It was not, for me, it was not distracted. I was not distracted by this.
Yeah. So, ibig sabihin, pag na-distract ako, performance yun, no? It's not the musical itself.
Oh, kasi paano mo, di ba? Pag when somebody sings in the middle of the dialogue, and all of a sudden, after watching the show, bakit siya kumanta? Tatanungin mo, di ba?
Yeah.
Bakit siya tumuloy sa kanta? Ang ganda na ng dialogue eh.
Oo. Oo nga, no? Oo nga. So, I like all these songs. Sabi ko nga, Somewhere, Sand in the Cloud, even Sweeney Todd, nung pinanood ko. Yun nga, Sweeney Todd. I was watching it. Why am I scared? Bakit nakakatakot? How can singing achieve that very true emotion? Di ba?
Happy.
So, yeah. So, tama. Sige, I'll project ko yan. Panoorin ang Passion by Stephen Sondheim.
Siguro panoorin mo siya because this is one particular musical na parang wow. I mean, and the acting is very good. I'm sure of it because it's really a very good musical, and it's like a dialogue for me. It was not, the songs are very popular, pero for me it was not a dialogue burst into a song because it continued the dialogue. For me, it's my own observation. Because there are shows like biglang big number, di ba? Parang bakit kumanta? Bakit kumantang ganon?
Oo nga.
Yeah, doon ako nagugulat.
Basta yun, I suggest you watch Passion and tell me, and please tell me what you think about it.
Yes, I will.
And somehow it helps you answer the question why musical doesn't attract you that much. Why these people has to burst into singing. There's always a reason for that. Musicals are made because there are reasons why they have to sing in this part of, maybe to add emotion, maybe to add color, maybe to add something in the scene. There's always a reason.
So I will keep in touch, Rico. You're my newly found
yes.
friend in theater.
I'm always here. Don't worry, Joey.
Tuturing ko na lang na ikaw ay kaibigan ni Celeste at hindi rin ako mahihiya. Okay?
Ayaw naman. Don't worry. Huwag kang mahihiya sa akin.
Yeah, because these questions, I usually ask candid questions about theater kay Celeste. And then she explains it like without judgment.
Yeah.
Because these are things I'm trying to...
alam mo naman si Celeste, very critical yan and everything. Not only...
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Thanks, Enrico. That's great. Really.
Yeah.
But next time we
Oo naman. Sorry kasi it was just too early and I cannot disturb the neighborhood to sing. I would have done, taped a song last night, but I was in the church, so I was not able to do it.
Don't worry, this is not the last invitation.
Padala ko na lang sa inyong dalawa.
Yes, please. And then,
sige.
Ano ba? Saan ba ma-access ang any documentation ng Passion?
Passion,
Wala.
You can watch it in YouTube.
Talaga?
Yes.
Sige. Okay.
You can watch it in YouTube. The full movie, you can watch it in YouTube.
Okay, thank you, Rico. Asaya naman ang ating usap ngayon, Sir Jovi. Usually, this is a philosophical show, but both of us have really theater roots, no? Jovi. And we've not been talking about theater most of the time. So marami kaming guest. But this time, it's like a homecoming.
Yes, it's true.
And I understand what you're saying, and I can ask things that I don't understand because it's a topic that we are so immersed in. But we have not been talking so much of dito sa show natin. So Rico, thank you very much for your time.
Maraming salamat din, Jovi, tsaka Ron. Thank you. Thank you for your time. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that.
No problem. It's very rare that we have a guest from Berlin.
It's nice to meet you. I hope we keep in touch.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Sa mga nakikinig sa amin, maraming salamat po. We'll see you again on December 13 sa isa na namang palatutunan ng Lundagin Mo, Beybeh, dito sa Radyo Katipunan. Thank you very much again, Rico Villaverde. Thank you. From Germany, right in Germany. And Jovi, bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you, Jovi. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. And
thank you.
Take care and keep safe.
Thank you. Salamat.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Hindi yata tayo ina. Wala tayong music. Alright, bye-bye.
Meron? Ano nga ba ang meron? Paano nga bang mabuhay ng tapat sa meron? Don't you wish you can relive your philo classes? The terror teachers? The terrible oral exams? Or the even terrifying but liberating and life-changing aha moments? Lundagin mo, Beybeh! Here's your chance! Lundagin mo, Beybeh! Kasama ang mga pilosopong sina Jovi Miroy at Ron Capinding. Lundagin mo, Beybeh! Leaping upward, leaping forward. Lundagin mo, Beybeh! Leaping to greater heights, to greater wisdom, to greater magis. Lundag na, Ateneo!